Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to be learning how to draft a bustier with a shoulder dart. If this is something you're interested in making, kindly keep watching. And also if you are new here, please do well to subscribe, like and leave a comment in the comment section. This video is going to be in two parts. We are going to be using this pattern to make a dress in the next video. Now let's get into the drafting. So we are going to start off with our front pattern. First, we are going to mark half of our shoulder measurement, and then we are going to go ahead and mark our neck width, which is 3 inches, and then our neck depth of 3 inches. We can extend the neckline later after everything. I'll be using a square neckline. You can go ahead and use the round neckline as well. So after we are done, we are going to go ahead and mark our bust point line, our under bust, our waistline, and then we are going to mark our half length, and then we are going to add 1 inch or 1.5 inches allowance to our half length. After we are done marking, we are just going to be extending the lines. So from there we are going to be marking our armhole depth. Mine is 8 inches. I marked that, and then I joined it to the shoulder. So after joining it to the shoulder, I extended it into the armhole, just as you see me doing. So from there, we are going to mark half of our nipple to nipple measurement on our waistline, on our under bust line, and then on our bust line as well. After we are done marking, we are going to be connecting the 3 points. So in order for us not to get confused, please do well to label your points so that you know where each measurement is going to go to. So from there we are going to be taking our darts. So I used 3 inches darts, and then I marked 1.5 inches on both sides of my nipple to nipple line, and I did it for my waist and my underbust. After I finished, I joined the point as you see me doing, and then I connected the point with my curve to my bust points. Please look at how I place my curve, and then you do the same. So for the dart, depending on the bust you are working with, you can use 2 inches, 2.5 inches, or 3 inches, and you can decide to divide the dart equally on both sides, or you can make one side bigger than the other. Let's say you are using 3 inches, you make one side 1 inch and the other side 2 inches. So from there we are going to take our shoulder measurement, and then we are going to divide it into 2, and then we are going to mark the center. After we are done, we are going to mark 1 inch on both sides of the center of the shoulder, as you see me doing, and then we are going to connect it to our bust points. So from there we are going to be adding our horizontal measurement. So I inserted quarter of my bust measurements on my chest line, and then I inserted quarter of my waist measurements on the waistline as well. And then I measured the dart that we took out, which is the 3 inches for mine, and then I added it back, and I added 2 inches allowance to the waistline. So I also measured the dart intake on the chest line area, and then I added it back. So for mine I got 3/4, but I made it 1 inch, and then I added 2 inches allowance as well. So from there we are going to be doing the same for the shoulder. So we are going to measure the dart that we took from the shoulder, and then we are going to add it back, and then we are going to connect it to the chest line as you see me doing, and then we are going to divide it into 2, mark the point, and then we are going to come in by 1/2 inch. You can make yours 3/4 or 1/2 inch. And then for the shoulder sloping, I came down by 1 inch, and then I joined it to my neckline, just as you see me doing. So after I finish, I'm just going to connect the point to get my armhole curve. You can use freehand, or you can use a curve or meter rule if you have. And then after we are done doing it, we are just going to connect the measurement from our waistline to our chest line, as you see me doing. So these are the parts that we are going to be cutting out. And then this armhole, we are not going to be using it again. So we are going to cut from the other armhole, that new armhole that we created. So I went ahead to extend my neckline. So I came down by 7.5 inches. And then I added half inch to the width of the neckline as well. And then after I finished, I just connected the point to get a new neckline. So I decided to go for a rectangle neckline this time around. So you can choose to make yours a queen Anne round neckline, any type of neckline that you want to use. You can go ahead and use that. So after I finished, I just cut my front pattern out. So we are going to be working on the back pattern now. So I went ahead to mark my zipper allowance. I marked 2 inches and then I connected the line. So from there, I went ahead to mark my half of my shoulder measurement, and then I marked my neck width, which is 3 inches, and my neck depth 3.5 inches, and then I connected with my curve. So after we are done, we are going to go ahead and mark our armhole depth. Mine was 8 inches, as I said, and then from there I extended the line into my chest line. After I finished doing that, I went ahead to connect the shoulder to meet the chest line. So after we are done doing that, we are going to be marking our shoulder slanting. So you can use half inch or 1 inch for yours. And then after that, we are going to join it to our neckline. So from there, we are going to divide our armhole depth into 2, and then we are going to mark the point. And we are going to come in by half inch. After we are done, we are going to be inputting quarter of our bust measurement on our chest line, and then we are going to add 2 inches allowance. From there, we are going to be connecting the point to get our armhole line. From there, we are going to be marking our waistline and our half length with our allowance, and then we are going to be extending the lines. From there, we are going to be marking half of our nipple to nipple measurement on our waistline and then on our chest line. So from my chest line, I came down by 1 inch and then I connected the point. So after connecting the point, I marked half inch on both sides of my nipple to nipple line, and then I connected the points to the 1 inch mark that I made to get my dart line. So after I finished, I inserted quarter of my waist measurement on my waistline, and then I measured the dart intake there and added it back and added 2 inches allowance. From there, I joined it to my chest line. If you want a shoulder dart on the back as well, you just divide the shoulder into 2. You don't add any allowance to it. And then you join it to the bust point as you see me doing. But when you're cutting, you just slant it open and then you take the waist dart out of it. And on your fabric, you add half inch allowance for the joining. So in order to eliminate zipper bulge at the back, I went in from the zipper allowance half inch, and after I finished, I connected it back to the zipper allowance as you see me doing. After that, I added the half inch back to the side. After I finished, I connected it back to my chest line. Now that will be the new side. So from there, I went up on the waistline half inch and then I connected it back to the waistline. This is also to eliminate zipper bulge. So I slanted it back into the waistline just as you see me doing. So now this is going to be our new zipper allowance. So after I finish, I just marked my zipper allowance out as you see me doing. So that will be all for the back pattern. So I'm going to cut it out. I'm not going to be adding a shoulder dart to mine. That is why I didn't split mine up as I showed you. That will be all for the drafting of this pattern. Now, if you are cutting for the center piece, you are supposed to cut one fold, and on the sides you cut two pieces for the sides, and for the back pattern you cut the normal back pattern. So I'll be using this to make a dress in my next video. I didn't want the video to be lengthy, that is why I made it in two parts. So please stay tuned. I'll be showing you how to part this as well. And also please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like and leave a comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. This brings us to the end of the tutorial. See you in my next video.